Hello and welcome to the channel. Today, we're diving deep into one of the most powerful and mysterious civilizations in human history, ancient Egypt. How did it rise from a narrow strip of fertile land to become a global symbol of power, order, and divine rule? How were its colossal monuments built thousands of years ago with such precision? And what secrets still lie buried beneath its sands? In this video, we'll explore the rise of ancient Egypt, from its humble beginnings along the Nile to the creation of a kingdom that lasted for over 3,000 years. So stay with me to the end, because ancient Egypt is far more than pyramids and pharaohs. It is the story of how humanity first reached for eternity. In the cradle of northeastern Africa, along the banks of a life-giving river, rose one of the most extraordinary civilizations in human history. A land of kings and pharaohs, of mysteries etched in stone, and of knowledge that shaped the world. This is the story of the rise of ancient Egypt, a civilization that defied time, ruled for millennia, and left behind a legacy that still whispers through the sands. Chapter 1. The Gift of the Nile. The Nile River, 6,600 kilometers long, was the heartbeat of ancient Egypt. Without it, the desert would have claimed all. But with it came life. Every year, the Nile flooded its banks, depositing rich silt that turned the surrounding land into fertile soil. This annual miracle allowed Egypt to flourish agriculturally, and ultimately politically. The first settlements along the Nile date back over 10,000 years. But it was around 3,100 BCE, when King Narmer, also known as Menes, unified Upper and Lower Egypt, that true civilization began to rise. Chapter 2. Divine Kings and the Power of Maat. To the Egyptians, the pharaoh was more than a king. He was a divine being, the earthly embodiment of Horus, and later associated with Ra, the sun god. But his power was not unchecked. Egyptian society revolved around Ma'at, the principle of cosmic balance, order, and truth. The pharaoh was expected to uphold Ma'at in governance, warfare, and ritual. If he failed, chaos, or Isfet, would consume the land. This belief system wasn't superstition. It created a remarkably stable society, where religion, law, and politics were intertwined. Chapter 3. Monumental Ambition. Few monuments capture the ambition of a civilization quite like the pyramids. Around 2600 BCE, Pharaoh Djoser commissioned the first pyramid, a step structure, at Saqqara. It was an unprecedented feat, designed by his architect Imhotep, who would later be deified. But the true marvel came later, during the 4th dynasty, the Great Pyramid of Giza. Built for Pharaoh Khufu, it stood over 480 feet high, composed of more than 2.3 million limestone blocks, some weighing over 80 tons. Modern engineers still debate exactly how it was built. Was it ramps, pulleys, or lost ancient knowledge? One of Egypt's many enduring mysteries. Chapter 4. Secrets Beneath the Sand. Egypt was a civilization of writing and secrecy. The invention of hieroglyphics gave Egypt one of the earliest writing systems. But this script wasn't just for record-keeping. It was sacred. Carved into stone, it preserved names, rituals, and prayers meant to secure a place in the afterlife. But it also concealed knowledge. Only trained scribes and priests could read it. And beyond the visible world, the Egyptians believed in a complex afterlife. Tombs weren't graves, they were gateways. The Book of the Dead, buried with the deceased, served as a guide through the perils of the underworld. Recently, scientists using ground-penetrating radar have detected hidden chambers in the Great Pyramid, possibly untouched for thousands of years. What lies within? We still don't know. Chapter 5. Innovation and Legacy. Ancient Egypt wasn't just majestic, it was advanced. Their knowledge of medicine, astronomy, and engineering surpassed much of the ancient world. They practiced surgery, used antiseptics, and kept detailed records of diseases. They tracked celestial bodies with remarkable accuracy, aligning temples and pyramids with the stars. Even their calendar, a 365-day solar calendar, is the basis for ours today. Chapter 6. Decline and Immortality. No empire lasts forever. Egypt faced invasions from the Hyksos, the Assyrians, and eventually the Persians. In 332 BCE, Alexander the Great marched into Egypt, welcomed as a liberator. His general Ptolemy established a Greek dynasty that would end with the death of Cleopatra VII, Egypt's last pharaoh. After thousands of years, Egypt fell under Roman rule. But Egypt never truly died. Its knowledge flowed into Greek, Roman, and later Islamic civilizations. Its monuments inspired explorers and scholars, and its secrets continue to emerge from beneath the sand. Ancient Egypt rose from the mud of the Nile and reached for the heavens. It was a civilization of balance, brilliance, and belief, one that etched its soul into stone and dared to defy time itself. And perhaps that is the greatest secret of all: tools.